Wow, fresh off the presses, your boy Carcino delivers once again. Jeanie Buss was frustrated at the hearing in the NBA Finals, well, in the NBA Western Conference Finals. She was hearing about how Rich Paul went up and spoke to the commissioner of the NBA about Luke Walton, to find out that this conversation took place right before the NBA Finals really pissed Jeanie Buss off, because she had not had any wind of them having a conversation about Luke Walton. And once it was confirmed by the NBA commissioner on national television, it pissed her off. And the fact that he has two clients for the Los Angeles Lakers, at one time he had asked, as Magic said, could he travel back with the team? Magic let him ride on the plane with the team, where no other agents are really allowed to be on the plane with the team. So they were in New York, and he was like, okay, yeah, he was stuck in New York at the time. And I'm like, yeah, no big deal. You can ride on the plane. Jeanie Buss is 86th, all of this. Rich Paul cannot ride with the team, no exceptions. No exceptions whatsoever. Rich Paul cannot ride with the team. Period. She has put a stop to all of that. Access will be Rich Paul dealing with Rod Palooka and the guys that she chooses and the staff. There will be no more contact directly with Jeanie. Sorry about that. There's no more direct contact with her at all unless she calls for him. That is it. They have to go through the chain, and that is it. And Rob Pelinka, really is a Palooka, is that link. They got to go through him. He's the end-all, be-all of this relationship. Now they have no president of basketball operations. That will be done in-house also. So what Rob Pelinka did was absorb the responsibility that'll be determined by the other executives on what they are to do. So LeBron don't have a player, a soldier in there fighting for him to get him what he wants. Now, in order to keep LeBron happy, they would be stupid not to put certain pieces around him. But LeBron's say-so power is weakened. He didn't want Luke Walton as the coach. As all the good things that he said about him and everything else, he didn't want Luke as the coach. The Lakers wanted to keep Luke on the team as much as possible. Once they realized they had to make a move, the Lakers went to facilitate a job for Luke Walton with the Sacramento Kings. Vlade Divac is a former Los Angeles Laker. Okay? Trust it. They trust in their own. And they facilitated the deal to get Luke Walton another coaching job effective immediately. So now instead of Los Angeles Lakers, he's in Sacramento, California. He doesn't have to move from his home. Luke is taken care of with guaranteed money. Now, they would not agree to keep Ty Lue, the coach that LeBron wanted, for 5 years. He was able to swing that in Cleveland, so that Cleveland was stuck with Ty Lue even when LeBron was gone and they didn't really want him. The Lakers are not going to have that luxury. They're not going to be stuck with the coach they don't want just to keep LeBron James happy. They don't want Ty Lue to be the Lakers coach. The Lakers organization does not want Ty Lue to make any decisions or basketball. They don't feel he's a strong enough coach, but they're willing to pay out the $6 million a year for 3 years to keep him around as long as LeBron's going to be around. The Lakers feel this way. We got LeBron for 3 more years. That's how long we're keeping Ty Lue. Nothing more, nothing less. And after that, then we will go to the Jason Kidd era. So the Lakers have their coach that they want in place. The coach that can develop talent, scout talent, and make players better. Jason Kidd is your guy. Kobe knows that. That's the guy Kobe wants. And I told you guys this. He interviewed like no one else has ever interviewed for a Lakers head coaching job. He interviewed as if he knew he had the job. Like it was a formality. Like the things he was talking about, it was like the things you would talk about if you had the job already. I'm like, well, no one's ever came into the Lakers organization and did that. They normally bow down at the logo and just hope and pray you accept them for the job. He came in like, this is my job. So I told you, I'm like, I don't think he's going to get the head coaching job now. He blew that interview. Why would you go in there with that kind of attitude? It's because he already knows. He already knows something. He's the guy Kobe wants. So this Kobe and LeBron tussle for the team is still happening. Now bringing over Anthony Davis, which LeBron wanted immediately to happen, the way they went about doing it, you got two people trying to do it. The Lakers handle things behind closed doors. LeBron wants to make a big media fuss about it and then go ahead and get it implemented, putting pressure on them through the media. That's not how the Los Angeles Lakers do business. And this is what got Rich Paul under the firing squad when he had to deny, when she called him in before about this Anthony Davis situation, he denied ever doing or saying anything. So basically, he just flat out lied to Jeanie Buss. So when you put yourself in these brackets or parameters, you're setting yourself up for disaster. That's all you're doing. You're setting yourself up for a massive fall. Now, the problem was gameplay. I'm tired of people saying they was 2 games out of first place in December. You know how many teams that was in the playoffs in December that didn't make it? The Sacramento Kings would have been in the playoffs. The Minnesota Timberwolves would have been in the playoffs. There's teams that could have been in the playoffs by then. That's why it's December. You've just been playing for a month. So you got what? A month and a half of games? That's it. So they were like, but LeBron got hurt, and that's when we start. No, them boys balled. The person that didn't ball was the guy who wasn't playing any defense in the first place. And when he tried to make a defensive play, he hurt himself. Because his body wasn't used to it. Now, is that going to get better by next year? When in year 18, year 19, when he's padding stats out here? He's still thinking he can run with the big dogs? These boys are 20s. They run like gazelles. They endless with energy. They're going to run you into the ground. Everybody's seen how to play you. So you going to need a Kawhi Leonard. You're going to need an Anthony Davis. Before, they could mask you on defense. They can't really mask that now. They need defensive guys who could play two ways on the ball. See, that's one thing about basketball. There have been plenty of these big three teams created. And look what they've won. Not always the big three team goes in there and wins everything. You see, Steph, Clay, and Dre wasn't a big three. They were drafted. They developed until now they got 2-3 superstars. They became that. Nobody was looking for them. These first round, second round picks. Nobody thought Clay was going to be what he was. Nobody thought Steph was going to be what he was. They thought Steph was going to be a six man, come off the bench, be a Monte Ellis. They never thought two-time MVP, Hall of Fame career. They never saw that. They never saw Draymond Green being one of the game's most valuable players, the most important piece on the team, the generator. They never saw that. They saw potential. So it developed into something. They didn't say, well, hey, let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens there. Andre Iguodala, he had bounced around the league after Philly, went to Denver, had a career there, and he chose to come to Golden State. He chose that, for himself. Livingston had a good career with the Washington Wizards. They got them in the playoffs, had a good stance with them. Could have went anywhere. Said, I'm going to go with the Warriors. They developed a team. Andre Barbosa had him on the team. Barbosa was great for the Phoenix Suns. His style of play coming off the bench, incredible. People forget about those little things, the little guys that came through and contributed to make things work. Because in the end, there's only one basketball. One. That's it. Now you could talk about Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen on the same team. They were veterans. They knew how to play. All of them were about at the end of their career. They were like 34, 35, near the end of their careers when they were playing. Then at that point, are we going to neglect Tony Allen's defense? Are we going to neglect all these other things that transpired out there? So the bigger question Jeanie Buss is going to have for herself is who she's going to put around LeBron. That could mask the fact that he barely plays defense, that we can actually win some games. Because Brandon Ingram got better last year, Kyle Kuzma got better, and he's still working. And LeBron's ready to flush all of them down the toilet to get some right now players. Well, what is that going to do for the Lakers bench when you deplete all those players? What's that going to do for your team when you deplete all of that asset that you have? You're going to have to rebuild the bench, and you're not going to have a lot of money for it. So what you going to do? Anyway, I'm out. Don't forget to donate to the page, man. Hit me up on the Cash App. It's your boy Carcino, man. I'm out. Oh, yeah. And the Streamlab, too. Sean Green, I did see your donation in the Streamlab. And all you got to do is click the link in the description box, hit the button where it says donate, and do that, and leave me a message there. I appreciate you.